Chickens are in. Chickens, welcome to your new home. Enjoy yourselves in the chicken hotel. Alright, rabbit spot, rabbit spot, rabbit spot. Rabbit spot. Grandma got some, we got a rabbit fight over here.
Alright, y'all, she is officially putting down these wood chips. It's real.
It's real.
It's really real. We're about to have some chickens and some rabbits in here tonight.
What's going on, Resurrection family? I guess y'all say during this little series of videos, I picked y'all up at IAG Farms a couple times. But Grandma and I are finna get ready to get some stuff loaded. She just got done from doing a material run. And this, I'm hoping, Lord willing, is gonna be our last day working on this chicken coop. I don't know why Grandma bagging down the driveway. She's supposed to be pulling down to the barn so we can get some material from down there. Let's see what she got going on. See if I can get the door open with my coffee. I try to figure out why you were bagging down the driveway.
I had turned it back in at the end, so I just bagged on back up.
I guess you gonna be able to bag all the way down into the barn?
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, y'all, so Grandma's getting bagged down to the barn. And like I say, we're hoping that this is the last day, Lord willing. They were working on this chicken coop. Grandma might have to do a little bit of something here and there. But for the most part, we're gonna have the roof done, floor done, all the posts set, everything's nice and level. We built the door, as y'all saw, from scratch on the last video, got it painted. And now we're gonna close in the last couple sides. And we're also gonna do the roofing on the barn, on her chicken coop as well. And we're still looking for a name, so y'all give us y'all suggestions for what we should name Grandma's chicken coop / rabbit hutch. And we'll see what she thinks about it. But we're making it to the barn down here now. And I have some roofing, felt, and some nails we need to get from down here. And it feels good to have a nice organized barn that we can go in and get stuff out of. So that's not the wire that we got for our thing, right?
No.
Okay, I got you. Good. I was making sure, because I was like, that's the wrong thing.
Get back, y'all.
It should have been a small roll. I guess it's under there, huh?
No, it's in the top.
Okay, good. All right, get back, dogs. You doing all right this morning?
I'm doing great.
Good. You got your work clothes on today?
Nope, not yet.
Because she was fussing at me yesterday when I asked her to paint. I was gonna say made, but I didn't make her. I just requested, like, hey, you want to paint this door? Because she's such a good painter now, and she got a little bit of paint on her windsuit that she had on yesterday, and she got another one on today. See, I got my work clothes on. Grandma got, kind of work clothes on, but, more like casual clothes.
I had to make a run this morning. I can't go looking like that all the time. So I'll go back to the house and put the rest of the stuff on.
I guess it's different for a man, huh? Because that's my identity. It's
Okay.
hard worker.
All right.
So I always got on work clothes.
Okay.
All right, let me see where this stuff is at. It should be laying out somewhere. It might be on the loft, actually. I've been had you come all the way down here and I can't even find it.
Okay.
But now I'm sure.
All right. Not that far away.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is in here somewhere. Yeah, it must be up on the loft because I don't see it just laying out somewhere. All right, y'all. So let me get up on this loft, set my coffee down for a second, and get this roofing felt, and we'll get it loaded, and also grab that big thing of nails right there. Yep. Yep. Grab that whole bucket. You can set those leashes. I'll back up there. Those are for the sheep when they get out of line. But all right, we got the nails, the roofing nails, and then we need to get up here and get the felt, and we're gonna head on to the ranch. So we'll pick y'all up when we get to the ranch.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday. Nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go. the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot. What you got?
All right, y'all, we're here. Pulling up at the Resurrection Ranch again. It's always a beautiful day pulling up at the ranch. Ain't that right, Mama?
It certainly is.
We got to get my mama to start pulling this truck back there in the mud. It's dry today.
No, it ain't dry today.
Dry enough. Let's see. By the time I get down here, my coffee is always cold.
I was just saying, you didn't drink that coffee I made you yesterday. You said it on
Yeah, the coffee don't stay warm long enough. I did, yeah. All right, y'all. So, as I said, as y'all saw in the last video, I brought the side-by-side down here, and that's what I'm gonna do today. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not. I'm leaving the truck so that Megan and the boys can go do errands because Rooster, our forward excursion, is still in the shop, and hopefully we'll be getting it back pretty soon. But sometimes I drive the side-by-side down here because it's pretty close. You know, it only takes about 7 minutes to get down here with the side-by-side. But I left the side-by-side last time I was here because, like I said, we're still working down here, and I said there's no need to, you know, pull it back down to the farm, leave it down here so I can pull the trailer around. But that's what I'm gonna do this morning. And when I get done here today, I'm gonna just drive the side-by-side back to the house. That's why I had Grandma just come pick me up, because hopefully this will be the last day that we're working on this chicken coop this week. And if we need to do some touch-up stuff, we'll just do it next week. But we got all the material here on the truck. And Grandma doesn't have four-wheel drive, so she's not comfortable pulling her truck back there when it's kind of wet like it is now. And so I'm gonna go back here and get the side-by-side warmed up, get the trailer pulled around, and then we get all this material here loaded on the trailer and get it pulled back to the work site. So y'all stick around. It's gonna be fun times today on the Resurrection Ranch where it's still all about God. It's gonna be amazing. And I'm excited about getting the roof on this chicken coop and getting the walls walled in. And hopefully by the end of today's video, we'll be ready to put my mom's animals in there. So y'all stick around. All right, we got all of our material back here on the work site, and I'm just walking around now, just kind of taking a look at everything, seeing how everything is looking. Because it's always a beautiful thing when you get back to the work site after you've worked all day and it was kind of dark when you left, just to kind of take a look at everything, see how everything is looking. But everything's looking good and everything's still looking solid, and it's super exciting. But today we're gonna work on getting the siding put on down here at the bottom, and then it's gonna be hardware cloth up at the top, so the animals will have some airflow and sun, and just so my mom also be able to see in there from the outside, because that'll be the only opening is on this side under the eave, because we didn't want to put any openings. We wanted all solid walls except for this side that's under the overhang of the roof. But we got this side here, this side to be covered in completely. And if my mom wanted to, later on down the line, depending on what she wants to do, because she might end up, or we might end up building her a little pasture out here, clearing all these trees out and let some grass grow in here. And she might eventually want to use this as like a little barn, and might want to have the door back here. And so I have this framed out already for just a small little door that we could put there. But for right now, we're going to cover that completely. And we have the same type of siding that's on this storage shed here, just to kind of tie everything in, make everything look good. But yeah, so that whole side is going to be covered. This bottom is going to be covered with that siding. And then there's going to be hardware cloth at the top, just for, you know, like a window, viewing airflow and everything. And y'all see we did this accent wall here out of leftover boards. And my mom was saying, you might not want to use this one, it has a little defect there. I told her, I said, that's character, I'm leaving that on purpose. And I also left a little knot right there as well. And once we stain that, that's gonna look real good. Got the white door. Let's see if it's still swinging for us on a cold morning. Oh yeah, still swinging good. As y'all see, as y'all remember from the last video, we framed this door up out of repurposed material. And this is how, I don't know if you know or not, but if you're on a real strict budget and you don't have new material and you have repurposed material, which is what I used to always use all the time. That's all I used to have. You know, we're blessed now to be able to, you know, buy brand new material, but having those disciplines, you know, knowing how to get it out the mud, as we like to say, like it helps sometimes. Like yesterday, we saved a lot of money not having to buy more material to do this wall here, to have to frame this door in, and to also frame these walls in here. We didn't have to buy any more material. But what you do is, to make a board longer, you take a little cripple, little piece of board. My mom's back there fussing at her dogs. Her little dog keep running away from her. He's not used to the country yet. But you take a little board there, and then you take the two pieces of board that you want to put together, and you put this little cripple on the back of them, and you screw both of those boards into that board, and you can add as many boards together as you want to. As you see, we did it here. I kind of cut that one a little bit at an angle because it was bumping right there when it was closing. But everything's closing smooth now. It's always good on your barn, on your chicken coop, when the doors swing freely and close smoothly. But that's looking good. And I wanted to get up here and do the roof first, but based off how our material is laid on the trailer, we have the siding on top and the roofing is on the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this siding on first and cover these sides up, and then we'll get on top and start putting some OSB up on the roof. Yeah, I was just turning the camera around to get the segment started, and my mom, she was chasing this little dog around. Got some sharp claws, little dog, and he ran back here. She literally just went around the whole house. Look at her, she got a switch. You finna get a spanking, little Brian. Little Brian's getting a spanking, y'all. But yeah, he was just running around. He ran around the whole house. She had to walk all the way up down the hill and everything. That's funny. That's those little dogs for you, though. Those are my mom's kids now. So that's funny. But anyway, we're finna get ready and get started going. We're putting finishing out this chicken coop, and like I say, chicken coop rabbit hutch name is pending. And hopefully we'll be able to get done today. And like I say, that's the goal. I'm gonna work. If I have to work a little bit past dark tonight and use the lights of the side by side, I will. Like I say, Megan and the boys, they're off running errands and doing their thing, so they won't miss me. So I might be back here till tomorrow morning working on grandma's chicken coop. So y'all stick around and see what fun things are gonna happen today.
I see you running out of reason. Don't try to blame it on the season. feeling past. Falling in was easy, how do I make it stay? I will never let go of you, tried and true. Oh, I will never let go of you, tried and true. Was I a fool? I know sometimes I may wonder, but I would never see asunder a thing as good as what we have. Is it a rule? What's good is worth the fighting. There ain't no denying that you and I were made to last. Falling in was easy, how can we make it stay? I will never let go of you, tried and true. I will never let go of you, tried and true. I will never let go of you, tried and true. I will never let go of you, tried and true. Oh, have you had a change of heart? Can we go back to the start? I will never let go of you, tried and true. Oh, I will never let go of you, tried and true. Tried and true.
All right, y'all, we got the first side done, and that's looking good. All we got left to do over here to close this wall in is put hardware cloth at the top, and that's looking real good. Let me show y'all from this angle here. Well, that's gonna tie in good, like I said, because we're gonna have a white door, and we're probably gonna do some type of brown trim or accent on that door. And then after this wood here kind of dries out, because you can't stain it immediately, or treated wood, you can't stain it immediately. Once you put it up, you got to give it time to dry out, because you even see it with the treated wood. When you nail into it, it's like water starts coming out of it. But once that dries out enough, we can stain that accent wall there, and then she'll have this whole wall white, that back wall will be white. And we're still going back and forth about the roofing, because our original plan was to do the same shingles on that's on the shed, on the storage shed on the top of the barn, or the chicken coop, whatever, rabbit hutch. We still don't have a name for it yet, but that was our original plan. But yesterday we were kind of talking about doing 10 up there, but we think we're going back to thinking about doing the same shingles up there, because when you're at the top of the hill, that's the first thing you see is the roof. And the roof is mismatched, then it's not gonna look, you know, as professional as we would like for it to look. So we're thinking about going up there with shingles and kind of making this chicken coop, rabbit hutch, barn, little mini barn type thing match the storage shed that's already there. Because as we told y'all, there's gonna be another lean-to on this side, and we're thinking that we're not gonna put a floor in it, and then my mom will be able to bag like her lawnmower, put a generator. She has a tiller here. She can probably leave that under there. She has little things like that that she can get out of here and put under there. You know, she could even hang like her her weed eaters and chainsaws on the wall on the side or something like that, and use that like for hanging stuff on the walls and things like that. But that's the plan, is to build this over here, get this done, and then come back later, you know, in a month or two or so, and build another lean-to on the other side. But this is looking good so far, and we're gonna go ahead and start working on this back wall here. And I'm hoping that we have enough material to get it finished, but we're gonna make it work. So now we're done with this wall. Let's start getting this wall closed in, and then it'll be time to go ahead and go with the hardware cloth, and we'll be ready to put some OSB on the roof.
I still remember the day that you came. You were so little. For me it's just yesterday. Now you're all grown up, tall as a tree, strong as a wolf pup, faster than me. So if you're worried that a chance will pass you by, and if you're standing on the sidelines wondering why, what's the worst thing that could happen if you tried? Well, you might fall, but then again, you might learn to fly. I see you're struggling with the troubles of youth, the hearts that you're juggling, this position of truth. And if you're worried that a chance will pass you by, don't be standing on the sidelines wondering why. What's the worst thing that could happen if you tried? Well, you might fall,
We got all the siding done, this back wall. We got all the angles at the top cut and everything. Everything is nice and flush and smooth and clean. We got this corner here butted up nicely. Like I said, we might come back and do some trim around the whole thing, do brown trim, kind of like what's on the storage shed over there. But as I told y'all a couple times, we're gonna do hardware cloth there. And I gotta add in one little brace, little stud right there where you see that line at right there, just to sturdy it up. We'll find some boards to patch together to sturdy that up. But other than that, the siding is ready for paint and stain, and it's gonna look good. It's gonna look amazing for real. But that's fitting though, because the name of my mom's mobile home is Amazing Grace. And so this chicken coop, rabbit hutch, barn dominium, little mini barn, it has to have something in the name that says amazing. Is what I'm thinking.
Well, that's what I'm thinking too. Amazing 2. That's amazing 1 up there. This is amazing 2. That's
right. Yeah. So we're having some amazing thoughts going on looking at this chicken coop rabbit hutch. I'm just gonna start calling it a barn, because that's what it is. Like I said, because we have a barn on AG Farms. We call it the mini barn, and that was the first structure that we built on the property. And that's what I see here is a mini barn that's built way better than what we built, you know, because our building skills have improved since then. So I'm glad that my mom could come along at this point. And actually, I had promised my mom on her, because when we first started her homestead search, y'all know, if you're an older, you know, we did it on, we first off the homestead search and document my mom's homestead journey was on our channel, AG Farms. And y'all remember back then that if you've been watching for a while and you're familiar with what went on back then, that we went on this big long property search, and we thought that the house where my mom, well, not lives now, because you live here now.
That's right.
That feels good to say that.
Yes, she does.
Because she doesn't live at the other house anymore. She's fully moved in now. Well, and she's still moving some stuff back and forth because she has a date of December 15th to be done, not going back and forth moving anything. But she's been living here, sleeping here for about, what, 6 days now? About 6 days, yep. And hadn't went back. Like I said, the only thing she does, she goes back to get stuff, moving more stuff. And she only has about 2 or 3 more loads left before has everything moved, and she doesn't have to go back and forth anymore at all. But the property that my mom used to live at, the inherited property that she owns along with like 6 or 7 of her other siblings, We thought that was gonna be her forever homestead, her retirement homestead, but things went down with the family, and y'all know the whole story. If not, you had to go back to IAG Farms to hear that story on some of those videos. But I promised my mom, because she always built her chicken coops and her little structures with landscape timber as the like poles in the ground. You know, landscape timber like what she has on the front of the house, and that's not meant to go in the ground. It's pressure treated, but it's not meant to like be in the ground with ground contact like that in the soil. And so I promised my mom, I said, I told my mom at least, because we don't, we just let our yes be yes and our no be no. But I told my mom, I said, when you get to your homestead, I'm going to help you build your chicken coop. It's going to be the most epic, amazing chicken coop. We're going to use like treated 4x4 posts. I'm going to build it for you. It's going to be amazing. But then all this stuff went down at the inherited property, and they didn't want me to come down, they didn't want me to record, and it was just a bunch of mess and drama. And we decided that we were gonna move on, and we were gonna like bring grandma down here and establish her homestead down here. And instead of having her own the property, her retirement property, with 6 other people where she had to ask permission from somebody else, we decided that we were gonna like sign this property over to her and give her the deed to it. So now she owns it. And that's just a beautiful thing, and it gives grandma peace. But like I said, I wasn't able to go down there and help grandma build her chicken coop down there. But so I wanted this chicken coop that we build here to be epic, and I think that it is living up to the hype, at least in my mind. And mommy, you're pleased with it, right?
Well, I'm hoping he can. I'm very pleased. I'm hoping he can put just a small link of what I had to put together down there, and from there to this transformation. It's beautiful. It really is, because I think some of the subscribers even said, well, it's not big enough. Make it a little bit bigger. I remember that, y'all. So.
maybe you can send me some pictures, and
right,
because I think we did have one like clip of you doing farm chores down there.
Yes, you did.
So maybe I can find that. But it's just amazing, y'all, because I get a chance to like invest into my mom, because I'm giving her a return on her investment. She invested into me, and now I'm investing back into her. And I was watching the video. I was editing the video the other night, and I titled the video 20 years ago, I kicked in my mom's door to steal like money for drugs. Like literally that happened. Like, right?
Sure did. Most definitely. Mm-hmm. I was going to work one day. I come back and the door hanging off it was still on the hinges, but the actual door handle and lock was dismantled. That's
right. Yeah. And that's back when I was on drugs. I was like 15 years old at that point, because I went to prison, and it was just a blessing from the Lord that I went to prison. And like, that's why I got saved. That's where I started following Jesus at. Because for those of you all who don't know, who haven't heard my story, when I was 17 years old, I was sentenced to 14 years in prison, but I ended up doing 6 years, 8 months of that sentence, because I got out, because they have a thing in Mississippi where you do half of the time. Like, so I would have had to do 7 years if you behave well, and if you don't behave well, you had to do the whole 14, the whole sentence. But so I behaved well, and I only had to do 7. But then I also like did some different things, which y'all have heard of. Y'all have heard about like how I joined the literacy program, and how I got different trades and things while I was incarcerated, and I ended up getting time off. So I got released early, in other words. So I ended up doing exactly 6 years, 8 months in prison. And I got out. I went in when I was like 17. I had just turned 17, and I got out right before I turned 24, because I remember having my 24th birthday like right after I got out of prison. And it's just amazing that I went from kicking in my mom's door, stealing drug money at the age of 15, 16, to being the man I am now, to where now I'm helping my mom install doors. I helped her install 2 doors in her house so far, and then this door on this chicken coop, we built it from scratch. And so instead of tearing things down with these hands, I'm now using these hands. It said, the Bible says, let him who stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands, so he can have something to help and to give those in need. So it's just amazing. But we're gonna take a break, and maybe even eat a little lunch or get a little snack or something like that, drink a cup of coffee, and just reminisce for a minute and let it all sink in. Then we're gonna get back to work on this barn, on this amazing barn.